Dear 2021, I had a good feeling for you at the beginning of the year because 21 was my most favorite number, as easy as that. I went on my first ever solo trip this year to Kanazawa. Kanazawa felt a bit like Kyoto but less crowded. I love the nostalgic feeling there. I was never good at following directions. I swear I followed Google Maps, but I could still get lost. I was so frustrated at myself getting lost again and again, but I realized it was through getting lost during the trip that I discovered so many beautiful places that no one ever shared online. I guess that's life too. We are so busy following the paths that others have, but we forget to ask ourselves what we truly want. I wanted to go for another trip in the summer, but there were rain and flood and the COVID situation was just bad. I went to somewhere near instead. I had a great day just sitting by the beach watching the waves lapping against the shore. It was moments like that that I realized how I am always longing for something far, and I feel sad and disappointed at myself for not being able to achieve it. It's so easy for me to forget to look at what I have and appreciate every single present moment of my life. I went on another solo trip again in November. I couldn't believe that it has been more than 2 years since I last took a flight. It was my first time traveling to Kyushu and I fell in love with southern Japan almost instantly. I talked to so many travelers and locals there during the trip. I was overwhelmed by the kindness of the people I met. I love Nagasaki, and this place reminded me a lot of Hong Kong, one of my most favorite cities. I love the train so much that I could just sit on it all day. I was feeling so emotional visiting Nagasaki Peace Park and the Atomic Bomb Museum. I learned so much about the history from textbooks, but it was the first time for me to see those places myself. I took so many things for granted in my life, forgetting that all I have now are sacrifices of millions of lives. Most of my friends I met in Japan were from university. Many of them left Japan after graduation, but I was so glad that I could build a deeper friendship with those who were still in Japan. And I even met so many new friends this year. I appreciate those weekend and Friday nights spent with them so much. I went on an onsen trip with my Rise and Shine girls in March. It was the best girls trip I had in so long. We even bumped into the Olympic torch relay by accident. I guess that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I knew Riho in 2019 because of Weird and Team Lenny, but I only got closer with her this year in March. Both of us clicked almost instantly and I felt like I have known her forever. Of course, I cannot forget to mention Lenny, Tomoko, and Ben. I have known them for 5 years plus by now and they're like my family here in Nagoya. I cannot imagine these few years without them in my life. This year, we spent so much time in the botanical garden and this felt like our own special place. I have seen Lenny grow so much this year and I'm so glad that I can continue to be in part of his life. I joined Rotaract Club in spring and met so many amazing people in this group. I joined the pitch contest in August, something completely outside of my comfort zone. In December, we planned for a Secret Santa project for an orphanage. It felt so good to be able to do something and contribute back to the society.
Laughing all the way, all of the way.
1 year since I graduated from university and started working. Working in Japan wasn't as scary as I imagined. My Japanese was still not fluent, but I survived here for a year. I was glad that I chose to face my fears instead of running away from it. I enjoyed my work and learned so much, but I found myself missing the academic world a lot too. I have a better idea of what I want to do for the next stage of my life now, but things will keep changing. No one knows what will happen, but I can't wait for what's coming up in 2022. 2021 was definitely a year I spent a lot of time with myself. I got back into my reading habit this year and I read a total of 40 books. This is probably the most that I read in the past 10 years. My biggest fear about graduating from university was that I would stop learning, but now I'm glad that I haven't. Spending so much time with myself this year also taught me to enjoy peaceful solitude. I hear my voice more and I see things clearer. And I also gain a better appreciation for every aspect of my life. It is weird to say so, but I think I love myself more now. Loving myself has also makes me a more confident person. I hope I can continue to do so in the future. December started great. Riho gave me an early birthday surprise and we celebrated Christmas together too. I appreciated what she did for me so much.
Ah! Ah! No. Oh no!
Oh, you went to the class to make this today. Oh my god!
Crying.
I'm not.
She's crying. Look. Happy
Birthday to me.
29 years old.
What?
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Thank you.
Do this. Any kind
My
of
corona. This can be my new profile picture.
I will win with Lenny. Okay, eat. I don't know how to eat. Maybe you can open it. Yes, it's that I'm like smiling from the camera when you're doing this. And then suddenly I was like screaming like, ah! I got a cream!
So what?
I got a
Was
cream!
I hope she didn't get something good.
Happy?
I'm not crying.
She's crying, oh my god!
No.
She's crying so much.
This is real Christmas and that one is I don't know what.
Sashimi. What's that? Actually, I never make a cake bake a cake for someone else.
Not even weird.
That was more like. Was it cake? No, that was just like sponge. So Jiaxin is not stop crying, so I'm just stop the camera because it's so boring. But you know she's gonna continue crying. Bye. Can you stop?
The professional way.
Can you
How
stop
to end?
because my finger have a cream.
Oh.
And then everything went wrong. Our dog Lucky passed away in early December. Lucky lived with my grandparents and she had been in my life as long as I could remember. I knew she was old and sick. It was better for her to go, but it still hurt me so much hearing that she was gone. I had an even bigger fear when I learned about her death. I started to worry about my grandparents. My grandma was admitted to the hospital later that month and she passed away on December 17th. Everything was happening too fast that I couldn't accept it all. 11 days after my grandma left, my grandpa went to join her in heaven as well. Losing two of them in less than 2 weeks shattered my heart into pieces. I have never felt so heartbroken in my life before. Even mentioning about what happened still hurt me so much today. I guess the most important lesson I learned this year was simply to be present. I can't change what happened in the past, and worrying about the future definitely doesn't help. But by simply appreciating the current moment and do the best I can now, I'm the happiest. 2022 is going to be a year full of new adventures, and I really can't wait for this chapter of my life to begin. But for now, thank you 2021. Goodbye.